the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We're going live tonight on a Thursday night. The reason being is I got a bit of work to do tomorrow. It does involve the channel, but it means that I'm going to be getting back home late. Is that better? That's a bit better. We're slightly... Hang on a minute. That's a bit better. Bit misty over here, isn't we? Over this side of the camera. Yeah. So we're live tonight because I'm doing a bit for the channel tomorrow, and it means I won't get back in time. So yeah, no live tomorrow night. So we're going live tonight instead. There's 9 of you watching. A pretty kind of decent. The thing is, I haven't advertised this. I've just gone live. I realised that I wouldn't be back after I checked the trains this afternoon, and then I was like, well, Sam, what beer should you drink? What beer should you drink after dry January? Oh, it's got to be something good, haven't it? It's a bit of an achievement, that is, isn't it? Something really good, maybe. How about something really good, one of your favourites, whether it's a porter or a stout or an IPA. Go with the favourite brewery of yours and just enjoy the beer. We got 17, we got 23 people in now. Can we hit the like button down below? Can we hit the like button down below? Can we get people liking this so people know that we're live, and people might tune in and watch for a little bit and say hi and whatnot. It is a surprise live, I just mentioned it. But thanks for tuning in on this Thursday night. Awesome, you guys, absolutely awesome. $27 in. So how has everybody's week been? That's going to be my new theme. I'm going to be asking everybody, how is their week going? How has it been? You got one more to go. If you work a traditional 9 to 5 working week, you'd be finished tomorrow. You'd be having a few beers. Hello, Pie Man. Brilliant, love it. Hi, Simon. Brilliant. Yes, I'm just waiting for people to come in, tune in, so we can get on with the stream. On the left, Pie Man's on the left, eh? Quite a nice beer, left, eh? Quite a nice beer. I drink, the last time I had... I know Butcher Benyon is Thursday. Even as Simon. Here they all are. Here they come. Look. Hi, Si. Hi. Back. Irish beer guy. Back to. So, yeah. The last time I had left was on the Perfect Draft. And I thought it was okay. Hey from McCall, London evening. Thursday. Hey, mate. Owen, Hughes. Evening, Simon. Matty. Here they all come. Here they all come. It's been suggested that we're doing a live now and people are tuning into this. Owen, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you tuning into our videos. Hello, everyone. Greetings, it's Fresh Country Ales. Chris Martin says hello. 52 people in now. Now we're warming up. Now people are tuning into this one. Hit the like button down below. I live in Edinburgh, but my family are from Porth in the Valleys. Owen, oh, I know Porth really well. I used to travel through Porth to get to a place called Mardy Colliery. I was an apprentice carpenter and I worked on the Fenners car plant up there. I built the, well, not me on my own, I was an apprentice carpenter, but I remember building that place, and interesting place. Owen knows the place. Owen knows it. I was an apprentice carpenter. 1997, I think that was. Owen says, love the accent. Cool. What's happening? Is it Friday already? Leah Miles? No, it's not Friday already. We're doing a Thursday night live tonight because I'm doing something for the channel tomorrow night. Well, not tomorrow night, tomorrow daytime, and I won't be back in time. I just checked the train times. And I won't be back in time. So, yeah, Thursday night live instead of Friday night live. So I hope it was a bit of a surprise one because I didn't really look at the train times until about an hour ago. Martin Ryan, evening Simon. Why are we in the Stone Crow on a school night? Well, you tell me. Doesn't have to be a school night. It could be a regular old night, couldn't it? Where we have a pint. Remember those days years ago, eh? Any Scottish beer? I enjoy a lot of Scottish beer, Owen. Yeah, really good. Evening Simon. I've read that one. Hey Simon, hello from Dongal. Ronan, hello Ronan, how we doing? Hello in Dongal. Just popped in to say hello and drop a like. Still working, so no time for Stone Crow Live. Leah, thanks for the like, really appreciate it. Can we hit the like button down below? While Leah has hit the likes down below, can we hit some likes down below so we are picking up the stream, you know? Picking up the stream. All right, Simon, show mate to my fellow Welshman. Show mate, yep, fantastic. Or Ali D, how we doing, Ali? We got 80 people in. 80 people in on a Thursday night at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are hitting the like button down below. You've just hit it from 27 to 33. Are you folks into any sports or follow any teams? I watched Cardiff City get thrashed last night by Leeds 5-1. Actually, it got to 2-0 and I turned it off. I try not to upset myself these days with football. Oi Oi says hello. Oi Oi Savalai. I love that name. Any doner pizzas on the go, or do we just eat them at 9 o'clock in the morning these days? We do everything at 9 o'clock in the morning on the channel. It was 5-2 on it, Ali. Certainly was 5-2. I used to be mad. I used to be like really passionate about football and really kind of like, you know, used to get really upset, but I don't get myself upset. I just turn it off now and watch something else. Real Craft Beer, says Pezzy. All right, Simon, can I get a shout out for Samantha? Been together 17 years today, Pezzy. Awesome. Say hello to Samantha for me. Big shout out to Samantha, yes. Good evening from Norway, says Alan. Thank you very much, Alan, for the fantastic getting out and about. He's a member of Getting Out and About. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic that. That doner pizza was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Butcher Bennion, it was all right, wasn't it? Absolutely okay, that was. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a can of Denham Brewery's Hazy New England India Pale Lager. And it's a 440 can and it's 5.9% ABV. Hi Simon, hope your week's been a good one. Just finished a Bear Island IPA. Tastes better than your review suggested. It's a Shepherd Neem beer for £1.70. I think it's not bad. We're all different, aren't we? We're all different. Some people really like beers and other people don't, and vice versa, and we all like different beers. Is Franciscana still your favourite vice beer, Simon? I love it. I love a Franciscana. I like a Paulaner. I think Paulaner is probably my favourite. Martin's a Leicester City fan and have lost all interest in football. Lol. I think personally, the days of heavy spending in the Premier League are done. Saying that, the top 4 teams are still spending. I mean, Chelsea, didn't they sign someone for crazy money the other day? But I feel really sorry for Leicester City, to be honest with you, because they got pipped, didn't they, by Man United twice in the last 4 years for that final Champions League spot. They were looking good all season for that Champions League spot, and then they get pipped right at the last, and Man United would have all of that Champions League money. That's what unfortunately happened to Leicester. That happened 2 seasons in a row, and I was massively frustrated by that because football clubs should be run in a decent manner, shouldn't they? They shouldn't have like Man United's debts are massive. They're criminal. They're absolutely criminal. The debts of that club are just beyond the joke. And you think if they just missed the Champions League a few years in a row, they would do a Leeds United. if anybody remembers Leeds United were top of the Premier League in the early 2000s, but they had massive debts, massive debts, and they didn't make it into a Champions League one year, or they messed up with it. In the end, they got relegated, and when they went down with all that debt, it took them years and years to come back. They went to League One, and then all of a sudden they come back with no debt. All of a sudden it was like, yeah, they're back in the Premier League now, but nobody talked about Leeds United's debt anymore. What happened to that? Well, I think kind of that could have happened. I think that will happen to Man United one day. I think the amount of debt that club has, I think, will cripple them eventually. But yeah, going back to it, I think it's unfortunate for Leicester because they didn't have that Champions League money, so they kind of probably cut back their spending a little bit, and it's just a shame to see where they are now, really, because it was a beautiful story, wasn't it, when Leicester City won the Premier League? It was a wonderful story. You know, like a proper underdog story. I'm one for the underdog, me. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. Big fan, mate. Hope the family's well. All the best, Luke. Thank you very much. Totally forgot Stone Crow was tonight until I went on YouTube. Phew, thank you very much. Thank you very much, William. We've got 100 people watching. 100 people watching tonight. It's fantastic for a Thursday. Yeah, all different taste buds. I think I helped. I had it with food to master taste. But yeah, it's always trying different beers from my local Tesco. The choice is limitless. I need to get my hands on Paulaner. Never tried it. Not sure why. I love Weiss beer. That's why I love visiting Munich. Oh, Ali D. Get yourself a Paulaner. They're fantastic. Dan says happy Easter. Slightly early. Steve Beds, hey up, Si. How's it going? Good to see you doing a live on a, on a Thursday. Hello, Steve Beds. How you doing, mate? Jenna says, hey, my mate. Hello, Jenna. How you doing? How you doing? Oh dear, the scum are doing well. I think they're third now in the league. Not good, at least they didn't win yesterday. And good news, Charlton won the last 3 matches, now up to 12th. Charlton were a good side in the 2000s. They were a very good side in the year 2000s. Since our chairman died, we've been mismanaged big time. Martin, it's a real shame, isn't it? It's a real shame. I remember that that terrible accident. Terrible accident. How's the garden coming along? All right, actually, good progress this week. Real big progress this week. Very happy. It'll all be revealed in a video one day. In a video, we'll do something really cool. Beamy food review. Evening, Simon. Thanks for the advice last week. Enjoying the Stone Crow pub each week. I'm sitting with a Heineken Silver. I love your spicy videos. I just did a 1-chip challenge. It was great laugh. Well done. Enjoy. Dan W. Nottingham Forest. I think Forest are going to stay up. They got a fantastic manager in Steve Cooper. He's a fantastic manager, Steve Cooper. I think he'll keep them up. And then they'll just slowly build. Look at Brighton. Brighton relegated Cardiff by the skin of their teeth. Now look at Brighton. Brighton are flying. I'm a Newcastle fan. We played Leicester a couple of times lately, and they were one of the poorest sides we faced this season. Mad Monkey Barbecue is terrible, isn't it? Would love it if you brought back the Tuesday live stream, says Steve Beds. Twice a week was a lot. It used to shatter me. I used to be exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. It got to the point where I was due to do live feeds, and I was literally like, I can't do this anymore. It was so hard doing twice a week. I did twice a week for over a year, 3 hours a time, and it actually, I used to go to 11. I think I used to go to 11 o'clock sometimes. It used to be crazy nights, but I literally nearly burnt myself out completely. But I enjoy doing like a Thursday or a Friday night. Once a week is fantastic. Ryan, good evening, Squire. Wowzer, didn't know this was on tonight. Just sat down with a Stella. Boom, well done, Ryan. Enjoy, mate. Brighton, great team to watch. As an Arsenal fan, glad we got Trossard. Is he good? Is he good? Adam said, how come we're doing a Thursday? I'll mention it again. I had a look at... I'm doing some filming tomorrow, and I had a look at the train times back, and I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to make it back, so I'm having to do a Thursday Night Live. And I only realised an hour ago, like, I was going to be doing a Thursday Night Live. I was like, oh, God, let's do a live stream. Sorry, have you tried truff hot sauce? It's like crap. Not that hot, but amazing. I haven't, I'll have to try it. Brentford doing well to stay in the Premier League, 8th in the table. And Calamo, Roy Keane was one of the Republic Island's best ever players. Steve bets them lockdown Fridays. They were wild, weren't they? Absolutely wild. Cheers from California, says Daryl. Right, I caught up with the comments. Can we hit the like button down below? We got 107 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we hit the like button down below? Can we do 70 likes? If you hit the like button down below, if we can get to 70 likes, maybe we can build the live stream. Maybe more people will join in, and maybe it'll slowly be suggested to people. Maybe we can build it to a couple of hundred people maybe tuned in to the Stone Crow. That would be fantastic. 109 people after 16 minutes is very, very good. 63 likes means we need 4. Well, we got 66 now, so 4 more likes. 4 more likes to go. Well done, Christine. That's really nice of you. 68. 2 more likes to go. 2 more likes to go for 70 likes. $69. We're doing all right, aren't we? 70 likes. 70 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. That's fantastic. 103 people tuned in. So, thank you very much, Ali D. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from? What are you drinking? Come on in, let's comment. Where are you from? What are you drinking? I'll kick things off. I'm from South Wales, and I'm drinking a Denham Brewery Hazy Lager. Denham Brewery Hazy Lager. Bournemouth on the Carlsberg. Bear Island, drinking Timothy Taylor's Landlord Now Law. Well done, Christine. Leicester, Cronbacher, Mid Wales will be opening a Rhinebacher Weiss beer in a bit. Ali D, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Selby, drinking San Miguel, says Pezzy P. Selby. I have to have a little Google of that place, to be honest. Pezzy, I've not heard of that place. Sicily on the Moretti, La Rossa. Okay, the Krups. Ooh, Francisco. Lovely. It's a lovely beer. Up north, Selby, I think. Christine. Awesome. From Oslo, Norway, drinking an IPA from Apex Brewery from Sweden. Good stuff, Apex. Down the road from Yorkside. There we are, Pezzy B. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I know where you are now. You're kind of up and then across, aren't you? York's kind of over there. I know where you are. Burton-on-Trent, Bass, Steve Jeffrey. Gary from Redditch, drinking Murphy Stout. Simon, do you prefer Murphy's or Guinness? Oof, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Gary, because I generally don't drink either. I'm not being a beer snob or anything like that, but I don't rate Guinness whatsoever. And then Michael Cassidy comes in with a comment saying he's drinking the Guinness Nitro Surge in Ireland. Brilliant. Simon W. Give me Grime Stoke drinking Moretti on the sub machine. Cheers. From Stoke. Right, from Stoke. Got you, Simon. Got you, Simon. Malta drinking Patrons Project Stout. Mandy. Mandy Bartelli, I put up 2 Maltese beers in the last 2 days. One was a red ale and one was a Cask lager. Christine only drinks Guinness when it's cold outside, as it is good for warming me up. Well done, Christine. Liam says he's from Sheffield, the beer capital. Probably not too far away there, mate. Drinking an overdue Castel Rouge. Any recommendations for any pubs in Swansea? Heading there in a few weeks and never been before to the South Wales. Might hit a few breweries. Right, Liam. Liam in Sheffield. I did a whole feature video. on the pubs and bars of Swansea. It's half an hour long, might be even be an hour long. I walk around with a brewer. Richard from Beer Riff, and he shows me Swansea, and we go in all of the pubs in Swansea, and you've got to watch it. If you haven't got time to watch it, Liam, the Queen's Hotel, pretty good. Proper old-fashioned Swansea dock pub. You've got to try Beer Riff. Fantastic place. If you see Richard, tell Richard, the owner, that I sent you down there for a drink. You've also got to get yourself down to the Mumbles. If you go to Swansea, you've got to go to the Mumbles. Now, the Mumbles is some of the most beautiful coastline in South Wales. It's the start of the Pembrokeshire Peninsula. The fantastic rolling blue beaches, blue water beaches is just tremendous. Get yourself down there. Right. Gary, Murphy's for me. Was introduced to it from my Irish mates. Nice stuff, says Ali. Tim says Leicester on the Neckar, wishing it was Budvar. Neon Phil. Oh yeah, Tim, you're absolutely right there. I love a Budvar beer these days. California, Hindsight 2020 Hazy IPA from Crook Lane Brewing in Auburn, California. Yes, I have seen both reviews, and I completely agree with the Cask review. Cool, Mandy, thank you very much. Hello, Simon. Didn't expect the pub to be open. Absolutely, Simon Martin for Prime Minister. It is. It certainly is. Christine Ayres, I've got an important question for everyone. If money was no object, what is the greatest craft beer you can buy in 2023 today? That's a very good question. I'm going to ask the audience. If money was no object, what would be the best craft beer of 2023? That's by Christine. What a fantastic comment that was. California says Murphy's every time. Liz Lot's, sorry, I'm forgetting your name wrong. If I have, I do apologise. Get some butcher's tears down here, lad. Love from Amsterdam. Awesome. Sounds good. Solo is in Plymouth drinking a Spingo ale from Cornwall. Absolutely lush. Fantastic. Have you had a puffy? Liam, Putty from Verdun. Yeah, I have. Nice beer, Putty. Very nice beer. Sorry, any out and about videos planned for 2023 so far? Right. Simon Martin for Prime Minister is the reason why we are not doing a live feed tomorrow night. The reason why we're not doing a live feed tomorrow night is because we're actually filming tomorrow. We're filming tomorrow the next out and about video. That should be coming soon to the channel, but it means I can't get back in time. I planned a train journey. I didn't even know I was going live an hour and a half ago. I was just planning my train journey for tomorrow because, you know, I leave things at the last minute, as you guys know. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be back for the Stone Crow. So I thought, right, let's do a Stone Crow tonight instead. Would you consider attending the McKellar Beer Celebration, Simon? Would be cool to see a video from you covering that festival. Joe? Yeah, it's that's like Denmark, isn't it? I've been to Copenhagen. Copenhagen was nice. I went to Copenhagen and I went to the McKellar bar there in the old fish market, I think it was. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. There he is, Captain Meat. All right, my lovely bunch. Hello, Captain Meat. How you doing? Excellent. Hopefully be uploaded soon. Yeah, it's going to be over a week. I'll explain later. It's going to be over a week by the time we get the video up, but it will be happening. All will be revealed. You'll be like, right, that's why. Soxy Lane says, crap work day. So good to see you. Perfect. Oh, thank you very much. Love to everyone here. Thanks for the dedication. Love to all your family. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Hello, Steve. How are we doing? Good evening, everybody. And then we got Simon Martin for Prime Minister says, so really enjoying Wrexham Lager at the moment. Don't think you're a fan, though. Oh, it's all right. It's all right, Simon Martin for Prime Minister. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the best lager I've ever had. I'm really into my German lagers at the moment. Massively into my German lagers. Very, very cool. Very, very good. Very, very awesome, really. I like drinking lots of German lager. So we've caught up then. We've caught up with the comments. We've explained why we're live tonight. I've asked you what you're all drinking. We got 131 people in now. Can we hit the like button down below? Can we do 100 likes? Hit the like button down below for 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on Thursday night. On a selection of Glen Affric beers tonight. Well done, Sam. They're pretty good. I quite like the Glen Affric stuff. 10 more likes to go. 9 more likes to go. 9 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 100 likes. As I said before, my local had Warstein on tap, and it's probably the best I've tasted. Well, this is it, isn't it? Oof, Warstein on tap. That would be fantastic. Where did I go? I was in Swindon. I remember when I was in Swindon on that lovely hot day. And I was so surprised. I went into a pub called Big Hop, I think it was called, in Swindon. And I drank this wonderful Weissstefana Hefeweißbier on keg. I went straight out the beer garden. I went straight out the beer garden with it, freezing cold. It was a lovely early, I think it was September, wasn't it? Fantastic September day. I enjoyed that pint. That was like one of those moments. That was the last pint I had before I had to leave. And that pint went down like milk. It went down like milk, it did. My opinion on BrewDog beers, we've touched on this an awful lot in the past. I don't think they're the brewery they once were. I was drinking their stuff when they were microbrewery beers, and they were just terrific back then. They really were top class. If you thought of Thornbridge, if you thought of Verdant, Cloudwater, BrewDog were just as good. Just as good. It's such a shame to see them in this. I think it's a bit of a predicament, if you want now. They're such a big company now that it's just volume now, isn't it? Do you like the Hoff Brewhouse beer, Simon Martin? I really do. Yes, very good, very good. Papa Golf. Hey up, how we doing, Papa Golf? The good thing is with this is we're building slowly. We started off, it's like a slow burn, this live stream. It's like it's building slowly, nicely. 142 people in now, which is fantastic. And now the comments are really starting to come in thick and fast, which is great. Sorry, just got in. Are you out on the Raz tomorrow, size? I'm filming a video tomorrow, yeah. Drinking ABK Bavarian. Bit of a tickly cough tonight, my apologies. Agree, Simon, I'm not a fan. They all taste the same, just with different jazzy names, yeah. Owen says, did you work in beer and that industry? I work as a YouTuber now, but I've never worked in the... Well, no, I have worked in the beer industry. I worked as a beer salesman. I was a beer salesman for a little while, and I loved that. I was blooming great. going in pubs. I used to take barrels around their certain pubs as well. I used to sell beer, barrel of beers in my shirt and trousers, walking around with a keg, getting all dirty. I enjoyed it. I really did. I can't believe I am here as a sober person. I kind of get off on other people enjoying life, but not drinking again. Well, you know, that's it, I suppose. And I suppose you got to sometimes be a bit sensible. After your morning beer reviews, do you go back to bed for a nap? No. Get changed, get my muddy clothes on. Freezing cold, and I go out in the garden for hours on end. I was out there at 7:30 now. I was out there till 5 o'clock tonight, so I was out there 2.5 hours ago, still in the garden. It's a bit precarious at the moment. There's a lot going on out there. There's a lot going on out in the garden. It's a bit precarious. It's wet. See, it's wet, and it's just a bit precarious. It's just, I'm at the point where I just need to. I got to be a bit careful. I got to be a bit careful out there. Not many answers to the question yet, so my choice would be Beer Odell IPA, but it's like 17 quid a bottle. Wow, Christine, that's amazing. Quite expensive. Evening, Si, hope you have a great night. Smash down a few jars. Hello, Trav, mate. How are you doing? How are you doing? I have some Green Duck beers on the way after you. Oh, sounding lovely. I reviewed the Pale Ale today. Fantastic. Living Vice beer, and now Francis Can is definitely up there as one of my favourite beers ever. Lee McBurney, fantastic. I'm glad you enjoy it. Good evening, Simon. It's freezing tonight. Rob, it is cold, isn't it? I'm out in this conservatory. I've got the heater on tonight, but it is cold. It is cold. Hope you're well, Simon. BJB. I am very well. I'm very well. I was in the Hof Brew House in Munich last June. Amazing place. Mick has been a member for 5 months. Bosh, she says. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mick, for being a member of the channel. Owen says, am I going to visit Scotland anytime soon? I'd like to. I'd like to visit Scotland. I haven't been to Scotland for about 6 or 7 years now. I went to Top Out Brewery, Edinburgh. Went to Edinburgh to brew some beer. It was fantastic. Hired a professional. BJB, we can do it. We can do it. We're very close. We're very close now to getting to where we need to be. We're not far away. Really not far away. I reviewed a couple of special brews and a pile of carding last night. The result was a banging head this morning. Mick, it's hard work, isn't it? It's hard work when your head's banging like that. Owen says, also, is the Stone Crow ever going to host a live event? Owen, we did one with Brew York once, about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. We did a Brew York event at Brew York. It was tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Right. I am going to pour a beer. I'm going to pour now myself a nice can of Old Speckled Hen. Oh, look at that. See how that dents your fingers? It's either that or I got no flesh left. Under my fingernails, just bone like. An Old Speckledon, as they call it. Old Speckledon. Quite nice. It's quite intimate tonight, isn't it? It's quite a little intimate live stream tonight where we got our regulars in and we're all having a little chat. It's nice. It's really nice. Right. Ben says, beer of the year will hopefully be tomorrow with Polly's quadruple IPA being released. Straight to pop and hops to sample after work, says Ben. I hope it's very nice for you. I hope you really like it. Christine says, tried something called Hooky Gold yesterday. Not to my liking, and it was £2. Not worth it. Tell you what though, Christine, have a look at some videos on YouTube about Hook Norton Brewery. They're one of the last steam run breweries. So they're run by an old steam engine. Is doing all the blooming graft. This old steam locomotive type thing in the brewery, twirling things round and in the mash tun and all that wonderful stuff. It's a really old brewery. Oh, that's a different beer. Ooh, that's different from when you go really hoppy to something really malty. I was like, ooh, what's this? God, that took a bit of adjusting. I don't mind the malty stuff though. I've never minded the malty stuff. I just fancy something hoppy to kick things off, you know. Ali D don't like the old speckle there. I quite like the malty stuff. I've always kind of liked that malty stuff. It'll probably give me an absolutely banging headache in the morning though, won't it? Speckle then, Stripey Duck, Foul Pest. I want some food. I know that's super selfish, but I do your honesty. Mick, you don't have to explain to me, honey. You're lovely as you are. That's two people having a lovely conversation. Simon, what are your views on BrewDog giving UK craft beer a bad name? For me, Patrick, we just covered it. We just covered BrewDog. They're just not the same as they were, are they? They're just a big mass-produced brewery now, as far as I'm concerned. They're everywhere. You can buy T-shirts. I think I said it in my review yesterday. You can buy T-shirts in Tesco. You can buy all of their beer in everywhere, including places like Home Baggins and Iceland now. You can buy their beers literally everywhere. So, yeah, it's kind of like... I'm not that bothered by BrewDog anymore. In fact, whenever they release special edition beers, I generally don't bother anymore. Wow, we got loads of comments here. Loads of comments. I think it ran out of steam when it brewed the beer. That's Christine. I like that. Hello, everyone. The old left it brewing for me tonight, says Tall Paul. Ali D. So Lee's talking to Ali D. Chris Davis says, I've got a keg of Warsteiner. Do I crack it open? Chris, why not, mate? It's Thursday, isn't it? Do you know what I used to call Thursday nights? I used to call Thursday nights the last effort. So I would go out on a Thursday night, and it would be one more effort to get up in the morning. And I used to call it the last effort. And then I'd go out Thursday night, and I generally go to work in the morning with a banging headache. And you know, it was just how it was, wasn't it? You know. I always put a comment on your videos with tongue in cheek. Your regulars always jump on me thinking I'm being serious. Steve, honestly. I love everyone's comments, I really do. Martin Ryan says, what music are you into, Simon? Manic, Stereophonics, great bands. David Bowie. I like David Bowie. I'm a big David Bowie fan. I think his music's terrific. Rolling Stones. I like the Stones. Bob Dylan. I like some of the old bands these days. I don't know why. Perhaps it's because my dad used to listen to it and I listened to it because he listened to it and it resonates with me somehow. Loads and loads and loads and loads of comments now. Loads of comments. All of a sudden I answer a comment. There's loads. I can't go back anymore. There's too many. Aviemore and King on Brewery. I need to visit, says Owen. Just the new Track Triple IPA tonight. Did he? Oof, I bet that's fantastic. I like Track. I think Track makes some fantastic beers. Wonderful tour, loads of info. Neil Long. Hello, Neil Long. How you doing, mate? Oh, them crisps were fantastic. I did a review of those crisps. The Knick Knacks rip-offs. Oh, no, Knick Knacks ripped them off. I thought they were brilliant. Video is coming soon. I think the Top Brewery is now closed. It is, unfortunately, Neil Long is closed now. Yeah. You get to try every beer they make in a half-pint glass. Owen's saying about some breweries there up in Scotland. Will, when are you doing the pubs of Gloucester? Will, that's a really good question. I need to do it ASAP, really, don't I? Yeah, well said. We'll check out the review. Just Macro Brewery now. Christine's not a fan of BrewDog. I meant I want more food reviews from you. The rest was for another lovely human. I will definitely do some more food reviews. I definitely will. The original Recipe Punk IPA back in early 2010s was a gateway for you. It was Patrick. It was brilliant, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Right off it now, yeah. Not a fan of BrewDog. Half a can for twice the price. Too much brand. 80 says, evening all. Is there a new garden video update due? David Calcutt. I'll get to that in a moment. Speaking of mass-produced beer, I'm enjoying a Beavertown special. Beavertown Fuzzbox Peach and Apricot Hazy Pale, says Matt. Enjoy. Do you like the greatest Welsh band ever, The Alarm? Never heard of them, to be honest. Is he going back to Thursday evening, says Philip James? No, it's just tonight. We are doing a live because I realise I'm not back in time tomorrow from filming. I've got a big filming project tomorrow, and I'm not back in time to, unfortunately, do the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I checked the train times and I was like, oh, I better do a live stream now then, hadn't I? And I literally just chucked the jumper on and here I am. I forgot to put my blooming trousers on, that's the trouble. I drive a cab. It used to be mad on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not anymore though. Mick, no, absolutely not. It's like Friday night, Saturday nights and that's it. BrewDog has become a hipster drink. People just drink it now because it's trendy, says Christine. Anyone into Iron Maiden, feel free to judge. Yeah, alright, Iron Maiden. Right, Travis says, so did you let Mel know I got another coffee milk stout from 8 Wild Brewing again? She absolutely loved it. You thought it was a little sweet. It'll be in the next package. Thank you very much, Trav. Thank you very much. I've been banging those Australian beers out. I tell you what, Trav, I reviewed the lager this morning. The Lumen Lager. Lovely. Really blooming lovely that was. Get to see about the music. I listen to the Beatles a lot. 60 bands as my mum did. I normally listen to rock music, says Mad Monkey. Buddy Weiser's in. Evening Simon and the gang. Right, I got loads of I'm going to skip some. Do you mind if I... Oh my God, Simon, boss has just rung. Got tomato off. Ryan McKenzie's got tomato off. New Perfect Draft Stella keg just got into the freezer. Boom, yes. Flat cap on and time for the live show and a footy. Awesome. Have you tried the peanut butter and banana milk stout in home baggins? Bought some the other day, ain't tried it yet, sounds interesting. The peanut butter one is on the channel by Tailgate Brewery. Favourite Vice beer. Craig Holmes says, evening Simon. Would you like a jingle written for your channel? For free, of course. As long as it doesn't have any copyright music, I'd be willing to listen to it, of course I would. Thank you very much, Owen. Opinions on Stella Unfiltered, very good. Tristan, it's a very good beer, I quite like it. Evening everyone, it's back to Friday next week. Sorry Sergio, yeah, absolutely. Massive poly release tomorrow. Quad for their 5th anniversary. And then Evening Simon from Ross. Right, somebody just asked me about a garden update. I've been flat out. I've been absolutely flat out in the garden. Lumen Lager is a cheap supermarket version of Carlton and United's Crown Lager. Bunker, I really liked it. I really liked it. Just really blooming good. Right, there will be a garden video. There will be a garden video. I just need to get it to where it needs to be. I put a lot of work in. Since the last video, probably 200 hours. 200 hours. I've been, well, I mean, keep it under your hat, Trav, if you would, mate. But I sent Trav a little video, a little update video of what's going on. We're just at a little critical point at the moment. We're at a little critical point of the of the of the project. When I can film, I will film. That's the honest answer. When I can film, I will film. And you'd be like, wow, lots happened. Lots happened. When are you reviewing The Tamer's Turn? It's done, Mr. Fraser. It's done. It's done. It's uploaded onto YouTube, and I really liked it, but I haven't released it yet. It's in there. It's ready to go. It's ready to be kind of hit the button. Side Slide Dog, Sneaky Thursday Live, Supernova Heights. Weird question, Simon. Okay, here we go. Have you ever tried Smirnoff vodka? Don't think I've ever. Don't see the review of that would be a fun watch. Oh, I don't like that sort of stuff, you know. I was a lucky one. Got my Verdant Putty arriving tomorrow. Mr. Steady Hands, awesome. Simon has certainly been at it, and the dirt moved is astonishing. He's been at it. Trav, you'll see. Lost a bit of weight in the face. That's the point. That's the point of this all, is that I'm losing weight at the same time. I'm losing weight. So I'm doing about 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day. I got rained off last week. I had a whole week. You're probably watching the videos from a week ago where I was making the videos in the rain, and you're probably watching them now. The rainy video. But I was rained off last week, so I couldn't do anything last week. So I had a whole week of like nothing, and that really frustrates you. But it's winter. It's winter. You can't always, like, I'm not putting on yellow plastic wet weather gear and sliding around in the mud too much. No, I'm already sliding around now out there. But it's all coming together. It's all come together. There will be a building. I'll let you into a little bit of a secret. Where there was once dirt, there will be a building. In the future. Where there was once dirt, there will be a building. Can you imagine? And I've thought about this long and hard. I'm going to be basically creating a space where there was dirt. Literally, the back of my garden, I realise now because I hit it today. The back of my garden is 1.9 metres high. I'm 1.9 metres in the ground. By the time, like, the lane on the other side is 1.9 metres. So I've only got to, like, pinch, what? 300 mil? And that's a little wall. So people will be like, oh, it'll look like when the slab goes in. So I'm going to slab it, concrete slab, with RSJs underneath. When I slab it, it'll just look like a normal garden. It will not look like there's a room underneath. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And it took me 20 years. 20 years, and it was like a light bulb moment. I was sat on a September day, 2.5 years ago, in a chair at the top of the garden. Top Shelf has been a member for 29 months, keeping us afloat on the lifeboat. Cheers, all drinking Gunner's Daughter Milk Stout. Thank you very much for the 29-month membership. It's fantastic. Thank you, Top Shelf. So I was sat there. It used to be 3 levels, my garden. 3 levels. So just by here, inside this conservatory. Inside this conservatory. Literally, where the end of that door is, was the steps going up. Bump, bump, bump. The steps going up to the garden. And then it went up onto another level. And then on the final level was the drive. That's where I am now. The final level was the drive. So it went up on, it was like a massive tiered garden, but of earth like you've never seen before in your life. So it was terrible because you never got any sun. You never got any sun. Never got any sun. So Trav's shed. That's the inspiration, mate. That's the inspiration. You sent me videos, mate. You sent me videos. We got like 3 tellies. You got the super bikes on. You got the rugby on, and then you got some other sports and event on, like the darts or something. And you're sending me a video like you're having a beer and you're watching all these different. And I'm like, this is flipping brilliant. This is absolutely flipping brilliant. I love it. I want 3 tellies going on and watching all this different sport at the same time, you know. My shed in Australia has got Simon motivated. Honestly, absolutely honestly. It's just, yeah, wonderful. Having a Glenafric Red Ale, think you'd like it. Sam, I probably would, mate. I probably would. I quite like, well, I do. I like Glenafric beers. I like these Glencannick beers as well. They're pretty good. I called one of them. I called one of the Glencannick beers the best budget beer of 2023, and it's only January. It was that good. Nice and hoppy. Fantastic. I can hear music. Can hear music somewhere. Right, can we do 150 likes? Hit the like button down below. 150 likes. Come on, everybody. 150 likes. Hit the like button down below. We got 150 people watching tonight. 150 for a Thursday night. That's pretty damn good, isn't it? So, just to let some of you kind of like understand where I am. It's a very Barry thing, because Barry is all hills. There's hills everywhere, and the houses were built. A lot of the houses were built into the hills, literally built into the hills. So if you can imagine tiered gardens where they go up quite high. If you imagine removing the earth in that tiered garden and having a great big space, that's what we're kind of doing. Oh, right. Back in a moment. Back in like 2 minutes. Ooh, my chili dinner's coming out. 2 minutes. Oh, I'm awfully sorry about that. I am awfully sorry about that. I was like, I got this. I got this. It started about 10 minutes ago. I got this. Puppy's nose through the fence. Puppy's nose back in. Puppy's nose through the fence. Puppy's nose back in. And then I just went, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. So I went. I had to go. I had to go. When nature calls, nature calls. But I tell you what I do feel like. I feel like now there's a bit of room for beer. I could have gone, oh, my toenail's hurting. I had to go and sort my toenail out. But no, we're not going to do that. We're always honest on the channel. We are always 100% honest on the channel. As the Duvel set 2 bottles in a 500ml proper glass for only £7. Unbelievable price. Photo at Real Ale Craft Beer Discord channel. Where would I find that? I need to get Discord. I've got Discord. I need to. Yeah, Discord. I need to get on it, don't I? I'll tell you what, Buddy Visor. When I finish tonight, I tell you what. My routine. My routine. When I finish here at 10 o'clock. I'll make myself a drink, like a blackcurrant squash or something. There you go. There's a Discord link from Buddy Visor. Follow the Real Ale Craft Beer Discord. Brilliant. What's Discord, Annabelle? Discord. There's a Real Ale Craft Beer Discord. I'm asking my 13-year-old, 12-year-old daughter, and she's like, she knows exactly what. She's coming out now to tell me all about it. You're in your pyjamas, so don't come out too far. What's a Discord? Stay there, you can talk there.
It's not...
Is it talking?
Yeah, people talk online.
People talking online. I thought it was. I have had a little look at Discord. Yeah, it's a place where people go and have a chat, I think. You know, fantastic. Discord, how was that?
It's good for gaming as well. That's what I use it for.
Good for gaming. I got a Real Ale Craft Beer one. Can you go and tell me what it looks like?
What? How am I supposed to do
Go on
that?
your computer and find Real Ale Craft Beer on Discord.
We need the code.
Oh, we need a code.
Yeah.
Go and find it, right? Go on. Oh, God. Off you go. There we are. Bit like Twitch, is it? Ah, right, okay, there we are. After this, I was telling my routine, wasn't I? So, yeah, I let the dog out for a wee. I make a drink, go upstairs, brush my teeth, and then I lay on the bed then, because I've been doing this for 3 hours. I'm all wound up. I'm all so I just lay on the bed looking at my phone for 20 minutes or so. So I'll have a look at Discord while I'm laying in bed tonight. Drinking a macaroon machine by the Morslettle. Nice bitter dark chocolate and coconut. I'm also even picking up a Thai style lemongrass note. A really nice imperial stout. Matt, I've not had a Morslettle beer for ages, Matt. Hello, Jane Irwin. Hello, Jane Irwin. 3 p.m. in Eastern Ontario. Jane, can I have a chat with you? Do you mind if I have a chat with Jane a minute, everybody? It does concern everybody as well. Because the government are closing in again, aren't they? They're closing in on us. Jane's from Canada. And the news from Canada this week in the UK was that Canadian government has advised to only drink 2 drinks per month. 2 drinks per month. And on top of that, and if you cannot drink any alcohol at all, that would be even more beneficial. Why are they getting involved? Hello, Demir. 91. How we doing? Demir? Why do these people I tell you why. Simple, isn't it? Taxation. That's all it is. You watch now the next budget. taxation on alcohol will go even higher. Justin Trudeau seems like a total authority. What does that mean? I like German Trudeau world. It's getting bad, isn't it? I mean, Czech Republic's a place. Czech Republic, Germany, they're the places. No gantry signs on the motorways. No real alcohol tax. Leave people be people. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. The government interference is just becoming too much. Clown, right? Trudeau, clown world. Really, I mean... right, so he must be the person who advised this then. I guess you won't be moving to Canada. No. I'm not a fan of Love Canada, though. I don't know who... Is it? He must be the Prime Minister, is he? Or someone? New Zealand sounds good. As that Jacqueline here resigned. Simon, any plans for you to do videos on your top 5 or top 10 of your favourite stars? Because top 10, 5 vice beers, top 10 hellers. Lewis, I could. It requires a lot of editing. I like my channel where I just go bang, start, bunk, stop. I like the videos like that, Start, stop. Bish, bash, bosh, get the beer out, drink it. If I gotta really, who knew 2 drinks a week? Oh, probably 2 drinks a week. But I mean, it upset me when I read that news. I tell you why it upset me, because when the people who went to Canada built the cities of Canada, they would have gone through harsh winters, cold winters, building the cities, the Ontarios and all wonderful. Of course, not. It took a lot of time, all the skyscrapers and everything else. But can you imagine coming in, a day's slog, freezing cold all day, and then no alcohol? Alcohol built the world. It did. It really did. It still is. It still is. I couldn't do what I'm doing out there if I didn't come in and have a beer. I couldn't do it. You got to have something to look forward to in life. You got to have put that nice cold beer in the fridge and then go, right, okay, I'm going to put my freezing cold boots on now and go out and do what I got to do in the garden. And then what you do is you think about, while you're out there shoveling dirt all day, that's what I'm doing, shoveling dirt all day, you think about that nice beer in the fridge. You think about that Imperial Stout or that Baltic Porter or that really nice barley wine, or something to get you good, something to get you through the day, something to get you through the day. It's almost sounding terrible now, isn't it? Like I can't go a day without beer and all this kind of stuff. But to advise on not drinking anything, or to advise on just having 2 drinks a week, the BBC loved that. The BBC were all over that. They were rubbing their hands together, the BBC. They were all over that. I could understand banning smoking in pubs, but if someone wants to drink a few pints, that's their business, and it's a safe way of getting high. Well, exactly, Christine, yeah. Supernova Heights just kegged another Canadian blonde lager. So easy to do if people can't afford the price of beer these days, like me. Okay, I have to buy the kit, it's 80 quid, but when you have that, you're well away. I'm having a Brooklyn lager, says Always a Red. Hello, Always a Red, how you doing, mate? And I'm having 2 now. Sorry, Mr. Cooper's DIY beer kit, check it out, will do. Check your 6 says cheers. Imagine living in one of those with no beer. Oh, But Christine, I heard one of the countries involved in the non-drinking, there's a certain floor on the hotel, it's like floor 17, something like that, in one of these countries. Every hotel in the city, if you go to floor 17, you will find a private bar and all your adult delights that you want, massages and all of those things that you can't get on the street. But yeah, it does happen. It does happen, but it's just on a certain floor in the hotel. That's what I heard anyway. Papago, the Canadian Centre on Substance Use and Addiction, encourages no drinking whatsoever, while allowing that 1 to 2 standard size drinks per week is the maximum. The Canadian Centre on Substance Use and Addiction. You know what? It says it all, doesn't it, Papa Golf? It says it all. What are we to do? What are we to do, you know? Bearded Day Drinking's having a nice tasty Bitburger Pilsner. Well done, it's very nice. Oscar says, evening all. So they're hypocrites. Alcohol, it's God's gift to humans, I reckon. California, it really is. I think so. My grandfather's 91 years of age. 91 years of age. He's in and out of hospital all the time. He's in hospital now more than he's at home. My sister will ring me and she'll say, Grampy Jim's home. Some of you know Grampy Jim. I've done some videos with Grampy Jim on the channel in his younger days. I did the train signs, metal train signs thing with him a couple of years ago. That was the last time he was well. That was the last time. But when Grampy Jim comes home from hospital, my sister will ring and say, he's home. He's home. He won't be home long, but he's home. First thing I do, grab 2 beers, only 2, jump in the car, poof, up the other end of Barry, go in, I grab, and he's like this now. It's not. He's 91 years of age. You know, But the moment I get a pint glass, and he hears the sound. He hears the sound of the can. Perks up. You know, from that like state of perks up, puts a smile on his face, pours him a beer, hands him the beer, and I sit there with my own beer, and we talk like everything's fine. Because that's what he wants. That's what he wants. Everyone else, Father Jack, everyone else is like, oh, do you want me to put your feet higher up on the pillow, or is your head, comfortable? How's your back and all of this stuff? I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. It's not my job. It's not my job to do that. I'll go up and I'll pour the man a beer. I'll pour the man a beer and I'll sit down and I'll talk to him about snooker and the Libs. He used to drink in a place called the Libs. And I'll say the Libs is still open. Grabs is still doing well. Still doing well. Still people going in there. People playing bingo and all this wonderful stuff. And he goes, and he can't say too much. He can't say too much, but he's having his pint, you know. He's having his pint and we're knocking glasses together. He's 91. He don't want me to rub his feet. He don't want me to make sure his feet are elevated or his back, so he got cushions up his back. He don't need me for that. He got all the other members of the family. He just wants to be treated like a blooming human being. He wants to be treated like a human being. He's 91. I'd love him to phone up the Canadian government and say I've drunk every single night, because he does. When he's home from hospital, he drinks 3 or 4 whiskies. And he's done that forever. Forever. And he's 91. My point is, if he didn't drink all his life, would he still be like needing pillows up his back and his feet elevated and all this other stuff that, you know, happens to old people? Probably, because your body breaks down. Your body breaks down naturally, doesn't it? It breaks down because you're getting old. The dog we got, the Loki, the old dog we got, you know, you can tell month by month it's getting harder and harder and harder for him. It's just life. It's life. Loki don't drink. My dog don't drink. He's just getting to the end of his expected lifespan. I totally understand that, unfortunately, there's some people choose to abuse drink. But it's not for the Canadian government to say, oh, you only should have 2 drinks, or well, maybe not have any drink at all, you know? Don't be mean to get the poocher pint. Talking to snooker, well done, Mark Williams, class act. Oh, how the blooming hell, if anyone watched the Masters last week, how that man got to the final anyway, I don't know. Judd Trump should have went out in every single round. How he got to the final playing the way he did. And then he won it. He won it. Hey ho. Favourite snooker player? Probably Mark Williams, but he frustrates the hell out of me. Gary Birch bought the Aldi Fest beer. Fantastic. Watched my video today. Went out and bought a bottle. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Old Speckled Hen. Unfortunately, I'm drinking Old... Well, I say unfortunately, it's all right. I'm drinking Old Speckled Hen. It's all right. It's a kind of a midweek pint of mine, Old Speckled Hen. Give a dog a pint or cure his ailments. Yeah, Christina. My neighbour is the same. Smoked and drank all his life. Lived to 87. Hated being helped. Wanted to do it himself. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. My grampy likes the help. He does like the help. He needs the help when he's at home. But at the same time, he needs to be treated like a human being. He needs to like be offered a pint. And like some of my family members, they raise their eyebrows, especially if they catch me in there with him, you know. And I've got him. I poured him a pint. They're like, you know, he's like on 1,000,000 tablets type of thing, and he's drinking a beer. But hey ho, he's 91 for goodness sake. Of course, any amount of alcohol is not good for your health, but the most important thing in life is enjoying life. Balance as well. Everyone enjoys life in the way they want to. Matt, I totally agree. I totally agree. And balance as well. Life's balance it. Don't go mad. Don't drink at 9 o'clock in the morning. Stuart Clark. Hi Simon, late to the stream. Can I just ask why it's on tonight? Stuart Clark. Right. Up until about 6:30 tonight, maybe 6 o'clock, I didn't think the live stream was on either. I got plans tomorrow to do some filming. I'm doing an out and about video. First one of the year. And I looked at the train times coming back, and I was like, I'm not going to get back in time for the Stone Crow. I'm not getting back in time. So I said to Mel, doing a live stream tonight. You okay? Watch a bit of telly, that sort of thing? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, absolutely. Watch a telly. Steve Jeffrey, nothing wrong with that. He's happy. Exactly. Yeah, he's happy. If anybody wants to see my grandfather on YouTube, just put in train plaques. Real ale craft beer, train plaques, train engine numbers, or I think I got one. Yeah, hang on. I don't want to get my jumper dirty. We filmed this video not even 2 years ago. You're reviewing beer 8 in Aussie time, not 9 a.m. Okay, yeah, well, exactly, Trav, exactly, mate. Right. Oh. Right. Can anybody remember these videos? I mean, I was meant to make a follow-up video where I was painting these. Can you remember? I promised I'd paint them. I never got round to it. In fact, I think some of you said don't paint them. They're worth more. They're worth more not painted. But these used to be wagon plates. That's it, wagon plates. So if you want to see my grandfather, put into YouTube Real Ale Craft Beer or Real Ale Guide wagon plates, and you'll see him talking about these. It was the last time he was kind of up on his feet and well. Ah, you do remember. Yeah, Buddy Visor. Yeah, he's quite unwell now. Unfortunately, he's quite unwell. But these are from like the 1950s, I think. 1950s, something like that. Proper cast iron. I love cast iron. There's something about cast iron, isn't there? Absolutely something about cast iron. I got a set of cast iron ducks. I'll show you now. So, the neighbour over the road, she was lovely, Anita Foley. She passed away. And her brother-in-law, was emptying the house. And of course, he was like trying to pass over so much stuff to me. And I took a little bit. I took an old handmade stool, which was fantastic. And I took a set of cast iron ducks. They're door stops. I've had these for 2 years as well. I've had these cast iron ducks for 2 years. Look, they're all rusting. They're all rusting. But look how thick they. Look at the gauge. Look at the steel. Dust going in my pint here. But I love this sort of thing because I'll blast this with a hot air gun. I'll blast all the old paint off, and I'll enjoy doing it. You know, with like a metal file. I'll clean them. I'll absolutely clean them up. And then I was thinking of painting them black with yellow feet and yellow beaks. It's just something to do, like, you know, something to do. So there's my. But as always, took me 2 years. It'll take me 2 years to do. It took me. Remember in the summer, I look how bad, look how horrible these are looking again. I renovated these things, didn't I? The old copper drip trays. But they soon get all dirty again. We live by the coast. We live by the sea. So our front door has got brass furnishings. it's got a brass door knocker, brass letterbox, and a brass door opener thing. And there's no point. My neighbour, when he was alive, Bob, used to take all his furnitures off every 6 months. And used to brasso it all up he was a retired bloke, so we liked doing that type of thing like all of the time. But he says, because we live by the coast, the salty air, you'd be doing it every 6 months. And I thought, well, I did it once and it looked amazing for about 2 weeks. All the brass was fantastic on the front door for about 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, it all just started to fade off again. And I thought, flipping heck, that was hours. I put hours into cleaning up this stuff. I can't be bothered now. So it's been like that for like 15 years where I've not cleaned. It's gone all kind of dull, like the drip trays. Where am I going tomorrow? Supernova Heights. I'll let you know again. It's going to be a good video, though. It's a good video. Good morning from Australia. I'm going to the bank today to apply for a personal loan, just so I can afford to buy a pint. Mike. Mike, well done, Mike. You wouldn't like to drop it on your toes. Oh, Steve Jeffrey, no, absolutely not. Got slippers on as well. I love cast iron from a cooking perspective. The best steaks come from a cast iron pan. Of course, barbecue is fantastic too. Steve's on the fest beer, very nice. Not far off 200 likes, people. Don't forget to hit the like button. Christine, oh, we'll do it now, actually. Are you still on that can of old speckled then? Time for the top up. Thank you, California. Thank you, Gary, I think you are, aren't you, Gary? Do you know what, mate? You got my back. You got my back here. I'm warming. What did they used to say years ago? You're warming your pint. Should we get another one? Here we go. Pardon me. Isn't it funny though? There's some nights I am absolutely on it. What is it? 8:30, I've drunk 2 pints. Not even 2 pints because they're 440 cans. 8:30, hour and a half. Oh, let's do the maths. Hour and a half, 45 minutes. That's 45-minute pints. There's some nights on the channel where I'm doing 20-minute pints. 20 minutes. Tonight, 45 minutes pints. That is so slow for me. That is so blooming slow for me. Jack Taylor, late to the party. How come we're doing a Thursday? We got some filming tomorrow. I'm going to keep it simple now because lots of people are asking. Filming tomorrow and my train won't be back in time for me to do a live feed. Old Speckle then is okay. My neighbour used to only drink that stuff years ago. I quite like it. Keys Caramel Fudge Stout, excellent stuff. Dave McGee. I've had that, it's good. Any finished beers coming up anytime soon, by the way, says Matt. Yeah. I review one today. Passion fruit smoothie sour from Malisipat. I found it very interesting, to say the least. It had banana in and vanilla and passion fruit. You know me. I found that one rather interesting. Mitchum's watching. Hello, Mitchum. How you doing, mate? Roy. Hello, Roy. How you doing, mate? Got some Keys barley wines in the fridge. Oh, I'd love a Keys barley wine right now. Oh, I would love a Keys barley wine right now. Having a Weidman, bloody lovely, fantastic. Says Affan. Jack Taylor, relatively new to your channel, had a watch through some of your old videos this week. The Budweiser cleaning ones were hilarious. Jack Taylor, coming into the channel. I'm going to give you a personal welcome to the channel. Hello, Jack Taylor. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching our little channel on YouTube. And I hope you like it. It's always honest. It's always open. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like it, I make a car wash video about it. Not so much anymore, but maybe we do another car wash video. Used to be wild years ago. The neighbour, she passed away now, the neighbour. Another neighbour that's passed away. She was fantastic. Her name was Ange. Brilliant neighbour. But she was just in her window. February day, freezing cold. She was in her window watching me in a pair of Speedos with a Budweiser washing my car. And she thought I was absolutely off my rocker. She was like, what is this guy doing? She was a terrific lady. Really good friend of mine. Really good friend. But I do love my smoothie sour as well. Matt, I just hope, as I just mentioned, if you like a beer, you like a beer. If you don't, you don't. I hope you take my honesty with maybe a pinch of salt. I don't know. Right, yeah, that's right. I just read that one. On the Glenafric chocolate and hazelnut porter now, not too sweet, lovely. Is that the not teller, Sam? You need a caffeine infused beer now, I see. No, I'm okay. I can fight through this. I can fight through this. Not a fan of the standard speckled. Not a fan of the standard speckled end. Always tastes a bit cheesy. The old crafty end though is quite drinkable. It is. Brave to do those videos. Does anybody know the story? Does anybody know the story as to why I made that video? There's two versions of that passion fruit sour. One quite special and the other is more classical sour. Looking forward to that. Yeah, I understand. You like what you like, man. Everybody has their taste. I got some Grand Reserva from Aldi after watching the video. Simon, what a beer. Stuart, thank you very much. Well, Travis will know. Travis has got a comment here. And he says, I reckon me and Si would run an absolute muck on the beers. Oh, we would, mate. We would. I'm only 5'7" though. I'm only 5'7", and I could get so far and then I go to bed. That's my problem, Trav. I get so far and I go to bed and just poof, gone. You won't even see me go. I'll be like, I'm going to the toilet, and I'll go to the toilet and I'll brush my teeth and go to bed. I'm a bit of a, I don't know. But anyway, Travel know. Trav's watching. Travel know. Trav sent me some amazing Australian beers, and he sent me some of the beers which he absolutely loves, like Melbourne Bitter. And I wasn't that fussed on it, to be honest. But Trav likes the honesty, you know? Rather than, you know, like standing here going, oh yeah, that was great, that was fantastic, oh yeah, absolutely fantastic, terrific, wonderful. You don't want that. You don't want that from a YouTube channel, do you? You want honesty. You want just plain old honesty. What's the point otherwise? What is the point? That was about 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe, and Trav still sends me beers. So if anyone decides to send me some beers, then I suppose, mind you, I have had one or two people that they've sent me beers, and I don't know, I think they were expecting like a great review of every single beer, and like I didn't like one of them, and they were like, they were properly put out, really put out by me not liking one of the beers they sent. Don't know any of those beers, don't know if I can buy them in the Netherlands. Roy, I also, over the last 2 days, have reviewed the Nut Brown Ale and it was just yesterday, Pronk, Brewery Pronk. Was it the Imperial Stout or Imperial Porter? Pujella. No, I want the Pujella beer. Pronk beers. They were amazing. The Pronk beers, absolutely outstanding. So they're coming to the channel soon. 2 Dutch beers. The Nut Brown Ale from Pronk. Brilliant beer, brilliant. The other one was the I can't remember what it was. It was an Imperial Stout, I think it was. It was only yesterday. Blooming heck. It's funny, isn't it? I remember last month more than I remember yesterday. That's a bad sign. I don't know. The normal one, I don't think it was. I did the big bottle, 750 bottle. You also had the 750 barrel aged. That was amazing. Did you watch the video of the 750 barrel aged? I did it with the black pepper sausage. That was good as well. Mr. Fraser's asking, what's my favourite beer or brewery of the UK? It's really hard, that. I can still hear music. Can anyone see that expansion gap? I'm wondering, can you see that expansion gap? There it is. Can you see that expansion gap? I literally filled the block on flat wall with, you know, the cans of foam? You know, the cans of foam, the... I filled it with one of those. And it all come out. And I went up with a saw, an old saw, and I cut it all away when it dried. But I'm just wondering, if it's that blooming cold in here, is it that blooming expansion gap? It's about 3 inches, mind. It's about blooming 3 inches big. I'm wondering whether I should cover it up with a bit of plastic or something, just to try and warm this place up. Or it sounds like the music's coming from over there. Anyway, enough about expansion gaps. Right, a couple of you have mentioned that we are only 28 likes away from 300. Bird in my head. Well done, Christine. Come on, 200 likes. 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. We've got 28 likes to go. 28 likes to go. Come on. There's a like button down here. A like button down here. Like button, or if you like, a dislike button. Hit that like button down below. Let's go. Just finished a couple of Bass bottles. Now trying Kronenberg 1664. Enjoy, Steve. Enjoy your night, mate. Enjoy your night. 200 likes, yeah. Christine's saying I need to say 200. Come on, 200 likes. 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 20 likes to go. 20 likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 19 to go. YouTube needs to make it easier to like when watching on your phone or Android. I'm not sure who's in control. Evening all. Just got in from work. Enjoying the Franciscana. Matt Williams. Hello, Matt. Where are you going tomorrow, Si? Supernova Heights. You've asked me a couple of times. I want to keep it. I want to keep it under my hat for now, if that's okay. I want to keep it under my hat because I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do, a real lot to do, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. It won't be a video that's like out next week. It's going to be a bit of time in the making. But I'm excited. I've worked really hard. And I'm excited to make the video, get it out there. I need to hit Sussex. I really do, don't I? I really need to hit Sussex. That would be terrific to... Yawning again. I need to go and hit Sussex. There's so many parts of the UK that I've never been to. I'd love to go to. Love to go and see all of it. I live in the corner. I live in like South Wales. It's like sometimes I wish I lived in Birmingham. Down there to London, up there to Manchester. You know, you're in the middle. The reason why Birmingham's such a popular place is because you're never too far really from anywhere, are you? And I wish... I think the channel would be bonkers, wouldn't it, if I lived in Birmingham? Because you know, I could go over there, I could go over there, I could go down, I could go up. You're in the middle. That's why Birmingham's such a brilliant place. Right. I got another toilet break to happen. Another dancing toilet break. We're 183 likes in. Whilst I go for my toilet break, is it possible to get 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We got 15 likes to go. I'll be back 2 minutes after my pee-pee.
Okay.
Hundred and 27 people in. You guys are fantastic. You guys really are fantastic. Just holding out for me, you know. I think I had a bit too much salt for tea. I got a nice video coming tomorrow. A nice video. Is Iceland shut yet? I don't want to mention it. Just in case, hang on a minute, 8:45. We'll leave it till 9. Make sure Iceland's shut. Otherwise, they'll all be running out. Getting this new thing. But the thing that I got from Iceland was really salty. And, well, it's not made me drink a lot, is it? Obviously, because I'm struggling to drink bloody 3 pints tonight. But I'm going to warm up now. I'm gonna loosen up, and we're gonna warm up, and we're gonna drink some beer now. I'm just making space, you know, making space in the gut for some beer. 124 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We asked for 200 likes. We got 191. 191. 9 more likes. 9 more likes. We're pushing hard. It's a Thursday night. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one because, well, I feel like I'm doing exactly what, like, I didn't want to do. I feel like I'm, like, in charge of a sinking ship. I do. I promised I'd never let the stone crow, like, slowly, like, diminish into nothing. And I'm doing exactly that. I'm doing exactly that. There's 119 people watching and 192 likes. In the peak, just to let you know, in the peaks of our lives, we were like, I know there was a situation going on, but we're having like 400 people in and 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes and 400 people watching. All at the same, 400 people at once. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen because life got back to normal. And I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody but myself, I suppose, that yeah, I mean it was always going to kind of, it is January though, isn't it? It is January. People are all dry and I won't spend a whole month not drinking. I won't do it to myself. No, I won't do it. I'm gonna have a drink, I'm gonna have a drink. January is a terrible month. January is the worst month of the year. For that, you go to work in the dark. If you live in the UK anyway, you go to work in the dark, you go home in the dark. It's a horrible month to not drink any alcohol, isn't it? Just blooming heck. I don't know. Just have a pint, innit? Have a pint. None of us are going to be here forever, are we, eh? So I think the music's coming out from outside. It's either that or it's the fan. It's the fan on the machine. Can we do 200 likes? 200 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. It's nearly 9 o'clock. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Yeah, super chat. We got our first super chat of the night. It's not even come up. You'll be staggering home. So, right, 197 likes. 3 more likes to go. 2 more likes to go. Come on, everybody. 2 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 200 likes. 1 more like to go. Come on, 1 more like for 2. We done it! 200 likes. 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Now we go. We got 201. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right. For some reason, and this has happened before, we've had a wonderful super chat. It looks to be a £5 super chat. And for whatever reason, there's no comment, or it's not telling me where it's from. Whether that will come through in a moment, I hope so. There were comments coming through, but I wasn't seeing them. Did I build a conservatory? I did lots of it. I mean, that's a garden wall. That was already built, the garden wall. It's a block-on flat garden wall. I built the front. And then I had a specialist company in to put a glass roof over the top. I'm frantically flicking through the comments because... Right, Travis says, our taste buds are all different, mate. It would be boring if we were all the same. I just try to send a mixture from every day. Mainstream to some beers I send at $20 a can. Wow. Trying to show a variety. That is amazing. I remember that one of the first beers I sent to you was the Finnish beer made on smoked crickets, and so I didn't even notice there was anything funny going on. Penny Miser, yeah. I remember that one. I was like, yeah, this is all great. For some reason, my comments have stopped. I haven't had a comment in 12 minutes. What is going on? Let's have a look. What, it went to top chat. I want live chat. Absolute animals. Roy, I found it. Found the super chat. Roy, €5 super chat. Thank you very much. Take a pint from me when you film the Out and About. Thank you very much, Roy. California says, do I ever get bored of drinking beer, or is it a silly question? It's a really interesting question, actually. I drink a lot of beer, and a bit like doing anything, really. If you do anything lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots, it doesn't become boring. Boring is not a word that I would use, but it becomes very familiar. Can I use that word? Familiar. And sometimes I got to break out of the mold of saying chocolate coffee caramel or passion fruit mango and orange peel and fleshy blood orange. Sometimes, like, I do go into automatic modes, and that's probably because the beer's not that great, and I've reviewed so many beers that I just kind of like, I know what to say. Right, Steve Jeffrey with an £8.99 super chat. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much, Steve Jeffrey. We had two super chats tonight. That's amazing. Simon, you're doing better in your live streams than most YouTubers. When I follow called Kevin has 40,000 on the subs and only gets 100 likes in the live streams. He's a top man though. Well, yeah, that's brilliant, Christine. That is awesome. That conservatory's come a long way from the early days of hanging a Carling can. Oh, yeah, Trav, yeah. It was like 2x2 battens and like a plastic corrugated roof. Yeah, it really is. It's come an awful long way. It was like concrete floor. Garden. It was just a garden floor, and yeah. Still garden wall though. Still a garden wall there. Carbonation pushed the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of the flavour. Jeff the Talking Mongoose. The thing is that, and I respect that. I totally respect that, Jeff the Talking Mongoose, because it's quite, especially if the beer's like bang average. Sometimes you can, I got a microwave clock behind me. Sometimes you might see me like, oh, how many more minutes can I possibly talk about this beer? And I don't mind saying this in a live stream. You're like, oh, how long to go now? How long can I go before I got to wrap this review up? And it's like, and then you're like, right, memory banks. Oh, the carbonation, and you know, you dig deep, don't you? You dig deep. I suppose it's like when you're cutting down the length of a timber floorboard. You get halfway and you're like, oh, this is rubbish. I hate doing this. This is really rubbish. And you've still got half to go. Cutting down the grain, you know, not across the grain, down the grain with a saw. It's like, oh, how many more times can I do this in life? And it's life though, isn't it? If you're a milkman, you're like, oh, I got to go to Betty's house again. She wants 4 pints of semi-skim milk, and you just do it, don't you? You just do it. You just get on with it. You just crack on. Or when I worked in Asda, and it was just cage after cage of meat, putting chickens on a shelf, making sure the price was right, and making sure the chicken that was corn-fed went there, and making sure the chicken that wasn't corn-fed went there. You know, it's like, I think as human beings, we're quite good at being repetitive, aren't we? There's definitely a repetitive nature about us. What was the most expensive beer you have tasted, and was it worth the money? I once spent, and I wouldn't do it now. Unfortunately. I spent £20 on a bottle of beer called Black Ops, and it was based on Call of Duty. I think it was from a company called Salopian. And it was good. It was really good. But it's malt, yeast, hops and water. There's only so much you can do with malt, hops, yeast and water. It's just... What's the most... I think I've opened some expensive beer. I've opened some expensive beer. I got one here. I don't know how much this is worth now. God knows. It's the Ceased and Desist Yellow Belly. That was kindly sent to me. That's probably worth a couple of pence now. Yeah, I can relate to the supermarket role. I'm sick of that job after 14 months of doing it. Lol. Chrissy, it's just like... But you do it, don't you? You do it. You just do it. You just like... You get by, you get on. You just do it. It's like... Here's a good example. Most expensive beer I ever drank. I have drunk a bottle of Nurgne O's beer number one from Nurgne O in Norway. It goes for like, I don't know. Apparently it goes for like £300. I got one sitting next to the toaster over there in the house, the main house. It's in a like cardboard sleeve. Goes for about £300. But I was in a Norwegian beer festival and the beer came out and they said, do you want to try some? And I said, yeah, let's try some. And you know, it's like beer, isn't it? It's like beer. The Yellow Belly caused quite the stir in the USA as people thought the paperback gin, yeah. I heard on the bottle, yeah, Papa Golf, I imagine. Buddy Vice has got a couple of different Forager bottles. They're pretty expensive. Evening all. Hello Horace, how you doing? Having a Perlenbacher can has been redesigned. Looks identical to Aldi's now. Thought it was a special Carlsberg when you were young and less hairy. I think you said it was about 40 quid. Yeah, I remember that one. I do remember the Carlsberg Jacobson. Pliny the Younger was probably the best beer I think I've seen you review, Simon, if I remember that one. Pliny the Younger, 2020. That was a brilliant beer. I bet that tiny strongest beer in the world you tried cost a few. Oh, yeah! Jeff the Talking Monk. Yes. I think it was like 50 quid. I I think it was about 50 quid a bottle, that. I forgot all about it. Yeah, but very quickly going back to it. So, when I'm in the dirt, digging, and I know I've talked about this a lot tonight, but when I'm like, I want to throw my shovel down and go, I can't do this anymore. I go back in my mind and I remember when I was stacking meat on the shelf in Asda. That same process, But the thing is with Asda, is that you can do that all your life. This is the thing with these supermarkets. You can do that for all your life and then retire. And you haven't really got anywhere. You've not really achieved anything. You're just putting chicken on the shelf for somebody to buy. And that's what I tell myself when I'm in that hole digging, is that I'm getting somewhere, even though it's horrible and I'm slipping and sliding and falling over in the mud. Mud all up my back, and I get up and it's like, oh man alive, I'm going to fall over again. It's icy as well. It's slippery and wet and muddy and icy. I get up and I'm like, if I just get another barrow full, that's what I tell myself. If I just fill this bucket and I put this bucket in the barrow and then I go and get another bucket and then I fill the barrow. If I just get one more barrow out of this garden, then I've achieved something today. And then I'll go back and I'll go, let's try one more bucket, and let's try another bucket, and let's try another shovelful, and let's just try and get another barrow out. And then the next thing you know, you've done 11 barrows. You've done 11 wheelbarrows full of dirt. And then when you come in and you take that horrible slimy jumper off, that you've fallen flat on your back and you're all muddy and your wellies and everything's like terrible. You look back. This is the thing. At the end of the day, you look back and you go, ooh, I've shifted some dirt today. And this is the thing. That dirt's not going to last forever. The dirt's not going to, it's going to run out. Eventually, that dirt will run out. And then you're there. You've achieved something, you're there. And then all of a sudden, spring comes and the sun comes out. And you're like, oh, this is nice, isn't it? Because it happened to me last year. It happened, exactly the same thing happened to me last year. I was like, I'm flipping mentally struggling with this falling over, getting wet, getting dirty. And then all of a sudden, you've laid that last bit of concrete slab that's flat. You got no more climbing. No more like, hello Noah, how you doing? No more climbing, no more like climbing up levels in the garden. You're just going straight out. Because I'm not getting any younger. You know, I'm only 43, but I say that. I mean, I would never, what I'm trying to say here is that I would never buy a house with a massive steep garden again, you know, because I'd be tempted to dig the damn thing out. But this is like once in a lifetime, dig it out and job done, and just sit back down when there's no more climbing of steps. We used to do barbecue. Well, we still do barbecues. We used to do barbecues when the garden was high, and you'd have to like come down 8 steps, boom, 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 go in the kitchen, just for like some salad, and you'd be like, "Are you all right, Mum?" Or "Are you all right, Mel?" Or "Are you all right, my sister?" Or and you're like they're juggling like salad, climbing up the bloody garden. And none of that now. You're like 43. It's just straight out now. It's just no more jiggling the salad, you know. Love it. What about what am I building? Well, that'll all come. That'll all come. Totally agree with you about the pointlessness of chopping carrots. I think it was in the Parmentier review. Oh, yeah. James says, I can't wait till it gets warmer later in the year and you're back to doing tours of little spots in Britain with little interesting pubs. James, absolutely. It's diabolical this time of year, isn't it? I hate this time of year. It's diabolical. I've done that once in a warehouse job. Me and two other people were stood at the end of a conveyor which sent boxes to us, and we just put them on pallets. I walked out and drove home. Oh, Chris, it's so hard, isn't it? So hard. Ken Hogg, DSI, what do you think of Super Block? Got 10 from the brother-in-law. Super Block? Is it Super Block? I don't know. Worker bee syndrome. We need to work and see tangible progress. Rob, you're probably absolutely spot on. When you was working as did you get a discount on the beer? I had 10% on everything, so kind of, yeah. Very good, Simon. You're going to keep the long hair? I think so. It's gone past that horrible stage now. As long as I'm facing the front, I look like a normal person, don't I? I'm only joking. I'm just joking. Remember the hairband? I had so much stick. I had so much stick with that hairband. 1866 VM Youngers Majority Ale, £400 on eBay if anyone would dare to look at it, lol. Drink it, lol. Yeah. Wow. PVA Caesar, evening all, drinking on Anchor Steam over here, well done. Andrea says good evening, and California says I was 40, no, I'm 43. You keeping the long hair or going back to short, says Noah. I don't know, to be honest. It is a bit scraggly now, isn't it? It's all a bit like I can't get that bit in a ponytail tonight. I probably got it in a ponytail earlier, but it falls out. My hair falls out of ponytails, and it's like, right. It's always daunting looking ahead at jobs, but when you're done, the sense of achievement is amazing, and it's hard to believe you actually did it in the first place. Other people have noticed, and other people are like, wow. And that's a sense of achievement for me already, even though I'm not finished. That sense of achievement from other people is the big one for me. What's the most you would pay for a pint in the pub? Says Steve. I've winced. I've winced and bought beer before now, because I've winced and bought Marston's Pedigree in a Marston's pub, and it was like £4.50, and I was like, oh God, this dishwater. And that made me wince, but I carried on drinking it because the other thing was like Carling or something, and I was like, I'm not drinking Carling anywhere. Jack says, don't worry, I'm still trying to send you some Italian craft beer, just sorting out the job situation. Italian beer is on the way. Thank Jack. No worries, no pressure. Do it when you can, mate. Do it when you can. Shvet says, yo, hi Simon, hi everyone, glad to see you. How are you guys doing? Shvet, it's been so long, man. It's been so long, Shvet. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. I'm about a minute behind with the comments. Why don't you do a video of the best pubs in Barry? Tough one. There's not... I should do, shouldn't I? I should do. I did Craft Republic, and I've done the Butterfly Collector. Chris is missing the cocktail reviews. We got more coming. Not at the moment. I probably should, really. Yes, I do, Noah. I do. Went to big 44th birthday. I hit that milestone in November past. May time. Portugal Superboc, Ken Hogg. Ah, yes, Superboc from Portugal. It's all right. It's all right. Barry Manilow. Would you do a pub show with ponytails for 20 quid? Would you do pub show with ponytails for 40 quid? I'm doing a pub show with a ponytail right now, James. I struggling with that one, so my apologies. Jamie C. Hello, Jamie C. Good evening. Greetings from Harry Reid International Airport, Concourse D in Las Vegas. Wow, Jamie C. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Simon needs to use the L'Oreal Dream Lens Conditioner, lol, for that silky smooth hair. He'll get mistook for a woman from the back. Christine. Pigtails. Oh, pigtails, I see. Pigtails is one, isn't it? Is it good real aircraft bar in Cardiff Bay? I'm going to the Ice Arena tomorrow to watch Cardiff Blues. I'm going to do with a recommendation. Will Williams. I don't think so. I tell you where it is. There's a Sam Smith's pub over Cardiff Bay. That's interesting. Always has been. Jamie C. What you're drinking? I'm on the local stuff. Huddle Villa Oak. Awesome. Lewis. Paid £6.30 in a local pub for a Beavertown beer last week. Oh, it's shocking, isn't it? It's shocking. It's like, ooh. Bite your bum, doesn't it? It really does bite your bum. Jack Taylor, favourite band? AC/DC, maybe? Jeff are talking mongoose. I paid £5.90 for a pint of Guinness at the Bee's Mouth in Brighton. Oh, that's hard to take, isn't it? Guinness. Oh, God. Oh. I get you, Jeff the Talking Mongo. I get you on that one. Fuller's London Porter here from Rob. I've got pizza. Enjoy your pizza. Review the Mariner pub in Barry. Oh, the Mariner. The Master Mariner. Whoa. It's got tremendous views. It's got tremendous views all over Barry. I reckon I should go there about 12 o'clock on a Monday when there's nobody in there, like, you know, just go in and, like, wave my camera around. The Mariner, that's, you know, I love the Mariner. I love the Mariner. I was in the Buck as well. I was in the Buck on the weekend. I spent about 5 hours in the Buck. Couldn't get me off the pool table. I went in there, put my 50p down, played Mel in the pool. Someone come behind. So in the UK, we have like this, it's an unofficial law that if you're the first person on the pool table, you own that pool table. Somebody has to pay to get you off. Even if they want to play with their mate, they got to pay first to get you off. So they got to beat you, basically. I put 50p on the pool table. I spent 5 hours. 5 hours on the pool table. I was like, knocking. I'm a snooker player. I play snooker. So a pool table for me is like a baby table. I couldn't go wrong type of thing. So, but by the end of the night, they would all buy me Jaeger bombs. They were trying to get me off the table. They'd all buy me Jaeger bombs. They'd buy me all these blooming spirits and shorts. I was drinking them. And in the end, the last game, I got to play the best player of the night. And I was a bit, you know, but it was my table. I was bang. So anyway, I broke off and I whacked them. I whacked these pool balls. And I smashed them all over the place. I think I knocked a red in. So I knocked this red in. And then I missed the red. And then this bloke, he's a local as well, but he was the best player in there that night. He knocked everything in. He went around knocking all these yellows in. And I was like, I got a game, yeah? I got a game, yeah? And Mel looked at me. It was like drink up and go job. Drink up. Yeah, of course we are. She was like, I've had enough now. I've been here 5 hours. You've been playing pool all night. She was with her friends, though. Her friends were there. And this guy got all the way to the black, and he missed the black on the pool table. And I just puffed my cheeks. It's now or never. And I went red, 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 red. Knocked all the reds in, and I got to the black. And I missed the black. I missed it, and I left it over the hole. Before he even took his shot, I shook his hand. I was like, I'm going home. And I got so bloody close. Jack and I. yeah. So that's the first time I've been in a pub for like playing pool. I felt like a youngster again. I spent the last 20 odd years, bringing kids up and devoted to my kids, and not really going out, but I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. The kids looked after themselves. The youngster stayed out somewhere else. And I felt like a youngster again. Like I was free. When you feel free, like your middle daughter's 15, she's home alone, cooking chips in the air fryer, that type of thing. And I can do what the bloody hell I want after like 20 years of bringing kids up. It's like, it was great. It was really great. But yeah, Jack and I thought that was a good one. But yeah, I loved that game of pool. I loved the 5 hours playing pool. Okay. Do you remember when you were first drunk? Do you remember your first beer, Andrew? I was about 12. I was maybe even younger. I was probably about 10. I was probably about 10 when I had my first beer. My grandfather, when he was alive, of course you have two grandfathers, don't you? My other grandfather, Cyril, his name was Cyril, fantastic bloke. He gave me a pint when I was about 10 years old. And I remember drinking that and thinking, man, heck, this is great. But it was a pint of ale. It was a pint of ale. It was like a 4% bitter. But he said, go on, drink that. And I went, all right then. And I drank this bit, about 10 years old. Flipping great. Loved it. I'm going to call this, I think. I'm going to call this. We've done all right. We got 200 likes in. We got 128 people watching. It's like one of those, when you're watching water go down a plug hole. It's just all draining away slowly. We'll come back. We'll come back maybe on a Friday next time. Maybe a Thursday night was not the way to go. But we are filming tomorrow. I'm going to get myself to bed, have a good night's sleep, and I'll be back live probably next Friday. Okay, guys, thank you all so very much. Thanks for the views. Thank you for the likes. And thank you very much for the super chats. See you all again. Boom.